What is going on, you electric legends? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are taking a deep dive into the WowGo's latest offering, the Pioneer X5 Pro. This honestly is a total shock and surprise for me from WowGo. They have truly lined up and knocked this thing out of the park. And there are a few reasons why. Now let's go ahead and dive in. Woo! So the deck here is one of my favorite features, obviously not just for the ambient light that's inside of there, we'll get back to that in a minute, but the actual flex of the board. It's pretty stiff, but it does have a little bit of give. 8-ply Canadian maple with fiberglass inside there, and obviously the Cobb LED lighting, different from other LED lighting as well. So very important to note that, and we'll touch back on that in a little bit. The concave of this deck is just right. Honestly, it keeps my feet pretty well locked into place without having to worry about slipping or anything like that, especially at high speeds. It's got a great car ride feel because of that ever so slightly flex to it, but overall, it's a pretty stiff ride compared to other boards in this category. As you can see, even in direct sunlight here, you can see the board glowing. Truly top-notch in my opinion. And they even went as far as to include the actual stopping points on the front, little bumpers. So it's not your normal clear that you find on there. These little tiny black bumpers that allow you to actually kind of hit a wall, or when you put your board up, it's not resting directly on that LED deck as well. So a really nice feature and thoughtful in WowGo. I'm overall very, very surprised with this performance and this high-end quality when it comes to WowGo. They've been known to produce really nice high-quality beginner entry-level boards. Their AT2 Plus that I reviewed was a fantastic situation, but they always kind of felt a little step behind. This board completely blows that out of the water and changes the frame of mind, in my opinion. The one thing that impresses me the most about this board is the 14S 2P series with the Samsung 50S. It's kind of the quote-unquote Goldilocks batteries of choice right now. That being said, 502 watt-hours of power in this battery, giving you up to, they claim, 22 miles of range, which I would say is probably the most realistic range claim in my opinion when it comes to these style boards. A lot of the boards nowadays, they just kind of claim something that's absurd, like a 35-mile range on a 14S 2P. You're not gonna get that. 22 miles of range with this amount of power that this board is outputting, these size motors and these size wheels, I agree that 22 miles of range is a very, very accurate number. And after riding this for several times, having right now 74 miles on the odometer, I've charged this thing up about 3 times. So roughly in that time frame, I've said that probably averaging out would be in that 20-ish to 25-ish miles, again, because I ride fast, slow, everything in between. So if you're 220 pounds, you're gonna get probably in that closer to that middle 20 range. And if you're gunning it all the time, you're not gonna get that range. If you're slower, you're gonna get better. WowGo is powered by two 6368 motors at 2,500 watts each at peak power, giving this board a substantial amount of power. And the other thing too is that the belt gear drive covers that are inside of here almost give this a gear drive-like situation, protecting it from dust, rocks, debris, whatever it may be. But honestly, that power is there at any given point, from your mid-range all the way pulls through up to 34 miles per hour claimed speed. Now, that is substantial for a board like this. In all honesty, I can't say you're not gonna be without power when you're riding this board. It's definitely got the up and go here. Now here is one of my favorite features, and also probably my most downfall features, is the CNC trucks, brand new to the actual Pro system. It is a 9.2 inch wide truck, but as you can see, I'm kind of struggling to get this deep carved turn on it. And I would say it's because of the bushings inside of here. They went with these tall barrel bushings, and because of that, it actually causes it to be a little less carvy than expected. That's one of my things I would say, is that I would swap out here. Riptide bushings will provide excellent turnability and carvability when it comes to this board. One has gone mad with Mad Eskate. WowGo went ahead and went with the Galaxy Pro editions from Cloud Wheels. These are fantastic options, giving you a really nice, soft, comfortable ride with incredible grip on both slickish surface and really nice smooth surface as well too. It also has shock absorbing inside of it, which allows you to go ahead and smooth out those really nasty bumpy roads, and definitely a really nice wheel. I did do a full feature review on these. Go ahead and check out that link down in the description if you want to go ahead and pick out a set for yourself down there below. Coming back to the LED system here, this is actually pretty unique because it is a different type of LED system. It uses Cob LED, which does actually draw more power than your standard LED. Now, they did do something also unique by breaking up the actual braking system comparatively to the front part of the system. So there are two different styles of actual LEDs inside of here, giving a absolutely gorgeous orange glow. You can see this throughout the day and nighttime, but just be aware that if you are trying to use this during the day, it may draw a lot of power, so just be mindful of that as well too. Now let's go ahead and talk about price. This is priced at the Pro version of $10.99, which is the one I tested at. They do have the other version at $9.99, which doesn't come with the LED light deck or the CNC trucks, but everything else is the same power and performance wise. This does seem to be the trend of where these style boards are going, with the LED light system, the more powerful motors, the more powerful battery, and the gear drive systems as well too. It does seem to be a more pricier trend overall. Are there other options out there? Absolutely, but the CNC quality of these trucks, along with the actual power and performance of this board, definitely shines above the rest in my opinion. Now let's talk about the cons. Overall, the bushing setup inside of the CNC truck system was probably the biggest letdown in my opinion. That being easily swapped out with riptide bushings, but overall the power, performance, the actual looks of the board, everything is really truly top notch. And coming from WowGo, who have really kind of been sitting back in the shadows recently, coming out with this board is truly a standout point in my opinion. They really swung for the fences and in my opinion, knocked it out here. As always guys, I hope you enjoyed the content here. If you haven't yet, click that subscribe button, thumbs up this video to go ahead and spread the word out there, and remember, wear your helmet. I'll see you in the next one. Peace!